is going to get the worst of it. Let's see it on the slow-mo brought to you by San Miguel Beer. Yes, that one could have gone either way. Almost looked like an offensive foul, Joe.
Well, it's a hairline situation where you hardly can distinguish who had established position or who had a right-of-way, and Joel Banal checks out. We've got Chito Loizaga, and it's going to be a bruising experience in you for Butch Hayes. Juan Fernandez. Oh, Manny Victorino again succeeded in foiling the drive inside of Fernandez. And here's Joey Carpio. Adornado is open. Hausen's defenses leave a lot to be desired at this point of the game. Juan Fernandez bangs into Victorino. It's going to be a foul on Victorino. That's the fourth personal for Manny. Let's take a look at that again.
That one could have gone either way, too. Manny Victorino was standing right there with good position. I know Baby DeLupin, you see him on your screen right now, is saying, can't we get one call? Two calls of the same nature. Both of them go against Great Taste. Both of them were borderline calls that could have gone either way.
Minute and 11 seconds left in this third period. 9-point lead for Great Taste. Juan Fernandez playing despite a fractured middle finger. Very heroic attitude, very professional attitude, and Manny Victorino gets a well-deserved rest.
Well, this substitution is going to put a lot of pressure on Carpio and Loizaga because Victorino goes out of the game, which means that Great Taste loses a lot of height and might. Alalor comes in the game. He also is full of a lot of defensive hustle.
2 for 2 from the stripe by Juan Fernandez to cut down the Great Taste lead to 7 markers. 16 fouls for Hausen. That's right, they're on the brink of team foul trouble. Great Taste has 2 to spare, but it's all academic now with only 59 seconds left in the third period. Baseline drive by Boggs and Arnado. The reverse layup. Yes, sirree.
Well, Boggs is complaining for a foul. Now Loizaga is going to be called for a foul as he just stood there. And William Hayes sidestepped him.
Third personal for the burly Chito Loizaga. Actually, Butch Hayes converted a lot of his shots. Actually, he's already got 32 points when Loizaga was not on him. But now Loizaga is back on him. 46 seconds left in this third period.
Well, it doesn't matter, Joe.
Yes, he just maybe eat my hat. 98-91.
Well, both teams have 16 fouls with only 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
So it's Loizaga versus Butch Hayes, both ends of the floor. Here's Alejo Lalor versus Ricky Rilosa. Goes up with a layup and misses. Follow up by Joey Carpio.
It's going to be good. Joey Carpio for very timely offensive rebound. He scores. He has a chance for a three-point play.
Foul, Bruce.
Well, we're watching a mighty exciting basketball game played between two teams who are shaping up to be another feudal combination in the great tradition of Crispa Toyota and all the other great rivalries of basketball. Joey Carpio, former Blue Eagle, coming through with a three-point play. 12 markers for him tonight and a 10-point lead for Great Taste. Time down to 15 seconds in the third stanza.
Oh, Joey's playing good defense on Fernandez. Sanchez misses off the backboard. Here comes Ricardo Brown. He's going to have an easy basket to Alalor.
Okay, Bonnie Carbonell just introduced a fresh input into the Hausen game. That's Nick Bulaog. 120 to 106, 14-point lead for Great Taste. Well, it's not an entirely lost cause for the Brewmasters. If they can get their act together and get their shooting a little bit more accurate, they just might stand a chance of pulling out this one, but not if they keep allowing Manny Victorino to run rings around them.
Well, not just Manny Victorino. Everybody seems to be getting layups. Also on the Great Taste side, Ricardo Brown has checked back into the ball game, and Jimmy Manasala has checked out.
Jeff Collins in a gallant effort to keep the ball alive, but Hausen will keep it. 16 fouls for Great Taste. They're on the brink of team foul trouble. Hausen has 3 to spare. Make that 4. Actually, they've only got 3 so far.
Like you said, Joe, everything is not lost for the Hausen team.
Made it 122 to 108. Time down to 4 minutes and 59. Time is fast running out on the Brewmasters. And Great Taste is only too aware of that. Ricky Brown is slowing down the game. They have all the time in the world to kill.
And you know they realize it too. They're not going to put up a quick shot. They're going to make Beerhausen work on defense and run that clock down as much as possible.
Ricky Brown.
Brown, 3-point.
Three-point shot by Ricardo Brown that time. His outside guns have really been working here tonight.
First birdie tonight for Ricky Brown. Total of 25 points so far for him. And here's Ricky Relosa. The Brewmasters look desperate. Relosa barrels his way in. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Monty Victorino gets it inside. Heavy traffic. Very ill-advised pass. And here's Hayes. Gonna go up for the home run.
Well, Hayes just lays it up. But one thing we've noticed for the Great Taste team tonight, Joe, is that they've done a lot of their breaking away here tonight with Joey Carpio in the game, as Boggs Adonado has not been sent back into the ball game.
That's true. Boggs has been cooling his heels on the bench for a long, long while now. As we watch Ricky Brown take on Butch Hayes. Puts it up.
Oh, nice shot by Ricardo Brown. A semi-hook. And
Yes.
turnover by Beerhausen.
By the way, right after this live telecast, we shall have Grosby Inside Basketball. And tonight, Norman Black will explain to you what a switching defense is. This will be followed by the delayed telecast of the Crispa versus Gold Eagle encounter. We're seeing a lot of the switching defense here tonight, sporadically anyway.
Well, what that concentrates on more than just switching defense is communications, Joe. Having the communications between the teammates as Ricardo Brown tries the alley-oop, but Mon Fernandez is going to block Collins' shot, then play with him a little bit. What the inside basketball concentrates on is communications between the defensive players, and if you have to, exactly how to switch on defense.
That should be a mighty interesting topic for every student of basketball to watch. All right, here's Ricky Brown, lingering in the three-point region. Looks like he's got another birdie in mind. Nope, he's got Jeff Collins in mind.
Well, Mon Fernandez has blocked about 3 of Jeff Collins' shots here tonight.
To their third defeat in this third conference. But don't feel so bad, Andy. I'm sure your players meant to give you a victory tonight as a wedding gift, but then it just so happened it wasn't their night.
No, it's been Great Taste's night here tonight. With this victory, they're going to clinch one of the finals berths for the third conference championship.
40 points now for Collins. Wow, it's dead even as far as his scoring duel with Hayes is concerned. 40 apiece. 129, 114, 226 left. Butch Hayes tries to get the better end, and he's got the long end of the duel again. 42 points for him, but that's still a 13-point deficit for Beerhausen. Well, like Norman Black pointed out to me in private a while back, Jeff Collins might be trying to show up Butch Hayes, but then his primary intention is to win the game for Great Taste, because he's not going to win any game showing up Butch Hayes.
Well, the idea is to win the game. As you see,
Last 2 minutes.
All right, the Beerhausen, or rather the Great Taste fans, have come up with what has become probably their victory chant. A stylized version of that French song, Frère Jacques. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? And this time they're addressing it to Beerhausen. Carpio. Yes, sir, off the glass. Oh, this guy is so consistent.
well, if the Beerhausen team loses this game, and it looks like they will drop to a record of 3-3 as Butch Hayes fouls Ricardo Brown. Beerhausen is not yet in the penalty. The Beerhausen club will drop to Hausen. They still have to play Crispa, and they still have to play Gold Eagle. If they can win their last 2 ball games, and if they beat Crispa, that means that Crispa will have to split their last 2.
That's right. They still have a pretty good fighting chance to make it to the finals.
Oh, no. Crispa's already played 7 games. They're 5-2 right now, correct? Yes, I'm correct. They're 5-2. Or maybe they're not. They're 4-2. So if they can beat Crispa and also beat Gold Eagle, then they will make it. At least a tie.
It also depends largely on the outcome of that game between Crispa and Gold Eagle in the delayed telecast later tonight. Ricky Brown. .2 seconds left. 2 for 2, Ricky Brown. I've seen him have only one off night, and even that was not an off night because he more than made up for his shooting shortcomings with other things. 30 seconds to go. The only issue unresolved now is the final formalizing the entry of Great Taste into the finals of the third conference. Now, who will they meet? That is the big question. It's still open.